I'm gonna call this the sweetest things. So this is one of them. I don't know if y'all can see the birds. Woo! Isn't that gorgeous? It's like, and then the sound of whoever's pumping their music, like a smooth, really jazzy sound. And I don't want to intrude nobody's privacy, but it's probably somebody my age on a motorcycle, just enjoying their old school jams. After a long day at work or whatever, probably got home, took a shower, kissed the wife, and came out, got on his bike to, meet up with his people. Or maybe he's want to go pick up his girl. I mean, it's just, those are the sweetest things. Sweetest things. I don't know if you can hear that jazz. It sounds so good. And it's so ironic because as I was walking out, I was going to vlog about the sweetest things. And before I could even open my mouth, sweeter things happened. But what I was originally vlogging about was, so I walked out and there was this older man, somewhere between 60 and 100, let's say black don't crack. And it was a little girl riding her bicycle down the street, and on her tricycle or whatever, but bicycle with the training wheels. It's been a while, but and you could tell by his spirit, the look on his face, and just the way that he was walking, that there was nowhere in this world, on this earth, that he would rather be at that moment or in his life period. It was like that was the happiest moment of his life. He was just walking down the street, following his little granddaughter. And I was thinking to myself, what a great feeling that must be. Wait until they get past they old school, but what a great feeling that must be to just gonna enjoy the music. That's I gotta tell y'all, that's a little piece of joy. If y'all could see, these are men that are my age, maybe older, like between 40 and 60, and they're just enjoying themselves. I guess he went to go pick up his buddy that had a bike, and they're gonna go ride out in the evening. I mean, that's just like, to me, that's like the most, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Not a care in the world, just enjoying themselves, how wonderful is that? And I think that's what, nothing's perfect, so I'm sure they got their hardships and things they're not so proud of too, but I gotta be quiet again because you can hear them coming. Oh, they went to go pick up another one. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. That is just beautiful. I'm loving it. Just loving it. That's just wonderful. They probably beautiful. And I'm going to tell y'all, that's just beautiful. This is beautiful too, y'all. Yeah, the sun is setting. And hey, that's beautiful. That's like the color of the sunset. But it's but speaking of which, I didn't even get to tell the story about the old man. And I was wondering the feeling that he had watching that little girl on the tricycle, that, he created one of the most beautiful things. And I'll never have that feeling because I still don't want to have children, and, when it's all gone, when God wipes out whatever it is that allows that to happen. But it's pretty much wiped out because, again, I'm celibate. I don't know if it's by choice or not anymore, but yeah, I don't have to worry about that, whether everything's functioning or not. But man, that's beautiful. Yeah, so just a good feeling. God is good, and I'm gonna stop talking about it in a minute. But I want to finish what I was saying. So, I would never know how that feels to look at something and be like, man, I'm about to die. Like I'm up in my age, and I haven't smiled in so long, my cheeks hurt. I mean, really, they hurt. But, I'm seeing so many things that remind me of stuff. There's this middle-aged man, and he's mowing his lawn. and he has a shirt on that says something. I can't read it, but funny, middle aged. I'm middle aged. It doesn't feel like it though. But I remember when I was younger, when I was in college, there was somebody that was a little bit older than me, well, alive, twice my age, and I understand, what he was going through. Like, he wasn't like a, what do you call it, a pedophile or nothing like that. I was 18 and he was like 35, but he wasn't a pedophile or nothing like that. He just liked having young people around. Never ever did anything inappropriate. Never ever, never, never. The exact opposite. Um, and he used to mow people's. I have so many stories, I guess, but I guess some of them stories that we'll take to our grave because it's too much. We all have experiences, but back to the story of the man and the child. So I won't know how it feels to be like going on your, oh, am I missing my bus? Oh, please, God. Okay, good, I'm not missing my bus because I'm like, I want to get to this thing. I'm already going to be late. Um, so I'm already going to be late. So I just don't want to miss it all together because I've been planning for a while for this. And I'm always suspicious, like, when I see, like, I don't know why I'm suspicious like that, but I am. Like, they're trying to get their toll money. I'm scared. I've been watching too many movies. I guess they went down the street and they didn't know there was a toll. Uh, I don't think I bought any. I don't think I bought any money with me. The guy that's in that thrift shop, he might have it. Yeah. So, yeah. So I gotta learn not to be scared of people. And again, I'm gonna tell y'all this, just as somebody that's been through the system. I never was afraid of anything because I never had any reason to be. But they were telling me, "Oh, do you watch court shows and crime shows?" I didn't watch any of that stuff back then. But then because of the power of suggestion and them being an authority, I started because maybe they thought, maybe they were suggesting that that's what I needed to do. And so now that I've started watching those things, it has put, fear in me of the most mundane stuff. Like those people, it was a van, and yes, it had dark tinted windows, but they were stopping because they didn't have change for the toll. They didn't have change for the toll. Simple as that. And I'm scared because I'm like, oh my gosh, and it tells a lot about what you think of yourself too. Like, do I give off the presence of some vagabond wanderer? Because once you've been labeled homeless or whatever like that, you, and sometimes, like I said, I overplayed the homeless thing because people didn't like me and I didn't want them to not want to give me whatever I needed help with because I was homeless, so I would overplay the role to the point where, because you don't have to act like that to be homeless, you know what I'm saying? But then once you play that role for so long, it's ingrained in you. And so maybe I think that when people look at me, that's what I see, somebody that nobody cares about, and it scares me sometimes when I'm like, if somebody just try to whisk me up and take me off into Never Never Land, nobody know the difference. And this place creeps me out too. It's like an abandoned house or something. It used to have a door and stuff on it. And it used to creep me out because even though it was abandoned, it was obvious that if somebody wanted to get inside of there, they could. And the good part I was thinking was like, okay, if somebody needed shelter, they would. But the bad part is there's probably so many bugs and snakes and rats and everything else, you couldn't sleep good. And the other part is that if somebody sees you going in and out, and it doesn't have to be a homeless person, but it could be a person that happened to be driving past with bad intentions, you can forget about it. But see, again, I need to stop watching those crime shows. But it's good to be aware because I didn't know until I went through the legal thing that stuff was so bad, So, anyways, I was wondering, the old man and his baby, the grandbaby, it must be a wonderful feeling to know that you're in the winter of your life. Like you might have another 20, 30 years or so, and to be able to watch something that came from you out of all of the crazy stuff you've done in your life go down the street and just kind of, um, to see something so beautiful. I mean, he just looked like that was his most favorite place in the world. But anyways, I want to get to this. I hope I can find it in time. I hope I don't go on a wild goose chase. I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna find it. I think I'm gonna get something great, and I think I'm gonna enjoy myself and have a good time. Speaking of the biker thing, I saw another. I forgot it was South Florida something. That black newspaper I was reading to you about, and it's so funny because I was sitting. I went to do laundry today too, just sitting in there, and I came across the paper, the new one that's out this week, and did I miss this bus? I hope not. But I hope I didn't miss a bus because I really want to go to this thing, and I put on clothes and everything. And that's an accomplishment when I'm not going nowhere. And I could have been finishing my job applications and all that stuff. So I hope this bus comes because I'm really looking forward to this. I really wanted to visit FAMU. I'm really interested in law. I'm really interested in, you know, the way that people are treated, So I hope I didn't miss the bus. But anyhow, the newspaper was showing these black bikers, and somebody was choking to death. And everybody else was standing around and waiting for emergency services. And some young white girl gave CPR and helped. So I was talking about race in one of my other videos earlier, but yeah, that's about the different races that have helped me or have somehow added to my life. And that just disturbed me because that was like kind of typical. But I'm gonna tell you this: when I was doing laundry, at first it was this young black guy, boy, whatever, it was a boy. I had my stuff, and he was just basically pushing my stuff out the way. And I guess he could tell or feel by my spirit that I was like, man, he's being rude. And I was thinking in my mind what I would like to say to him, but I wasn't gonna say. And later, I guess he understood how I felt. He was tired trying to get where he was going. I was tired trying to get where I was going. So I dropped the sweater, and he picked it up, and it just touched my heart. Little things. So anyways, I hope I make this thing. I love y'all. And I know if I make it, it's going to be like the greatest thing ever. So bye.